Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back to our channel. It is episode 86. Today is Sunday, August 8th. You guys will be seeing this on Thursday, but we don't act like you're going to see it on Thursday. We act like you're going to see it today. So that's how we choose to film. But welcome back to our channel. Thank you for back and joining us. If you're new here, welcome. We are the Steel City Stitchers. And we got a lot to talk about tonight. So let's jump right in with how we usually do, which is our best new thing of the week. And Erin, you're first on my rotation tonight. So what's your best new thing?
I don't know if I've talked about this before, so I'm going to talk about it again. I met a friend this week at the Pittsburgh Botanic Garden.
Oh, cool.
You guys, they finished construction. So like the new building is there and it's beautiful. You walk into this building, it has all this stuff for the kids to play with when you check in. And then you go in and there's like this whole sand pit area, and then there's water spray places, and then there's music to play, and then there's like a jungle gym. And that's before you even get to the gardens to walk through.
Wow.
Wow.
This place is so, we didn't even make it to the garden. Like we made it a quarter of the way, and it was like, we got to go, we have swim class. I would go back there in a heartbeat. I would go there like once a week. That place is amazing. If you live in the Pittsburgh area and have not checked it out, highly recommend. If you have kids or no kids, because I know in the garden area they have this like a Japanese Zen garden kind of area with this really pretty bridge, and it's beautiful over there. And they have weddings back there, and
Wow.
Amazing.
I've never been there before. That sounds intriguing.
It's cool too. It's one of those places in Pittsburgh that every time you go, you will take a different route.
Oh, cool.
There's no one way to get there. And so this time it took us by this house that had like, wild turkeys in the front yard. So that was like extra fun. Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh is so specific with that. Like how you said, there's 50 different ways to get somewhere.
Yeah.
You will never, if you just plug it into Google, because like even for me to go to the hospital that I've worked at for the past 4 weeks, every day I put it in my GPS because you never know. Parkway, be slowed down.
An accident. Yeah.
You never know. I've probably taken 4 different ways to get to the same hospital. 4 different ways, because that's just how
Absolutely.
Totally.
He's like back roads, and I don't know. But then it's awesome because then I find alternative ways to get places. So I always think like, okay, who wants to take the Parkway at like 4:00 in the afternoon? Nobody.
No one.
But you know all the back ways, and it's amazing. So I love it.
Yeah. I would highly recommend. I would go with you ladies anytime if anyone wants to meet me there.
Let's set a
That's
date.
awesome.
Yeah, let's go. Jody, what's your best new thing this week?
So this week we had a wedding to go to, which this summer has been like full of weddings. I thought we did this in our 20s, but it's lots of weddings going on. And this one, Michael was in. It was his really good buddy. They used to live together back in the day. And so he was in the wedding. So it was kind of like a multi-day event. We had the rehearsal dinner on Thursday. And the venue is like the most beautiful building ever. It was this like little place in the South Side, which I wasn't keen on. But you walk in and it's like this modern, elaborate, exposed brick walls, lights, chandeliers, like just this gorgeous event space. And so we had the rehearsal dinner Thursday that I got to kind of tag along to. I felt lucky to be able to do that. There was dinner afterwards. And then Friday, Michael had to be there like early in the morning, and he was there all day, doing the getting ready thing and everything. And then I got ready and met him there on Friday, and it was just such a fun, beautiful night. My parents had the kids, so like it was just us, and we got to not worry about anything, and we had such a good time. Everything was like beautiful and perfect, and I was just so happy for these people. They just seemed so happy. And it was smaller. I think there was only like 60 or 70 people there.
That's a nice
So
size wedding.
very, manageable number, and we met really cool people. And it was a lot of fun. We're still kind of like coming down from it. You know, when you go to something like that and you kind of like think about it for the next couple of days. So we're still kind of talking about it and reminiscing about it. And now that the weekend's coming to an end and we're kind of going into a new week, it's the high is kind of, you know, we're kind of coming down from it. But it was a ton of fun, super happy for them. And yeah, it was a really fun couple of days for us. So, and then best new thing number 2 is we went skateboarding day and ran into Aria. Girls like all skateboarded together. It was so cute. They had such a good time. And I had no idea they were going to be there. So it was a fun little like surprise meetup. They had a blast.
Oh, yay.
She came home very excited. She was like, Mom, guess who was there? And she was so pumped about it. So.
Aww.
I felt bad for Jonathan because I feel like that's like their thing. You know, like him and Aria go together, and Aria was like not with him.
I think in those days he actually likes that because then he can go work on his stuff.
Yeah.
So I think he was cool. But yeah. Aria's like, bye, Dad.
I was like, see ya. Don't go anywhere, but I'll see you around.
It was very sweet. They had a fun time together.
That's awesome.
That's so nice.
Erica, what's your best new thing?
My best new thing is that my parents came this weekend for a super short visit, which was very exciting. And they came like Friday night, and then they left like today, Sunday morning. So they were only here for like really just a day. But it was so fun, and the children loved playing with them, and they were like, oh, you know, why do they have to go home? I'm like, well, you know, my dad has to work, like all that stuff. But we just hung out, and my husband's parents came over, and we belatedly celebrated the sixth birthday, and it was fun and low key, just hung out. I had all these plans. I'm like, all right, Mom and Dad, we're gonna do a bonfire tonight in the backyard. It's gonna be awesome. And then, like by the time evening rolled around, I'm like, no, I can't. I'm too tired.
I can't tell you how many bonfires I've canceled this summer because I'm like, never mind.
Yep, that's exactly what it was. I was like, meh. Or we could sit just like on the couch and talk, whatever. But so it was nice to see them. You know, it was a quick, short but sweet visit, but I'm glad they were able to come over. So
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Always nice. Even if it's a period of time. It's always so nice.
Yes.
My best new thing this weekend is that I'm going into my last week of school.
Yay! Oh my gosh, really?
Last week
crazy.
of school, I have class. I go to the hospital Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which Wednesday's kind of a joke because we get out early, and then we have these things called black books where we get ranked and graded, and like the clinical directors have to like talk about us, and it's really weird. But anyway, we have to turn in our black books on Wednesday to my professor's office by sliding it under the door to his office sometime before 11
That's very shady, Kristen. I have many questions.
I'm just like, I feel like there's so many things that could happen to this black book in between sliding it under his door and when he actually gets it. And like this black book is it's like sacred. Like you can't lose it. You have to be aware of where it's at all of the time because it has all of your reviews from your clinical directors, from all of your rotations for the entire semester. And like they say whether they feel that you're competent enough to move on to the next stage of clinicals. So I'm like nervous about this stupid black book. But anyway, Wednesday, I got to drop that off. And then Thursday, I have my final, and the final determines whether we move on to clinical 2 or not. It all comes down to this one test.
Oh my
So it doesn't matter how well you did all semester. If you fail the test, you got to repeat clinical 1 again. And that will not happen. I will not repeat this semester again. So this is a one shot for me to move on. one step further to becoming a respiratory therapist. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I'm confident that I will pass on Thursday, but you never know. So we'll see. So this week is going to be a little bit stressful, but Thursday night, I feel like I'm just going to crash and then start my vacation for the next 9 days. So I'm very excited about that. So that's my best new thing, just getting ready. Today, Jason went to visit family, so it was just me and the kids today. And we did a lot of studying, a lot of stitching, a lot of just like hanging out. And then Oscar and I went to Starbucks and came home, and I did a little bit more studying and was just chatting with some friends on the phone who are all going through the same thing. And it's just good to, I don't know, kind of get the jitters out and get the nerves out. So we are preparing for Thursday. But once Thursday hits, smooth sailing. So I'm so excited. I can't even really put into words how excited I am for having 9 days off. We already have fun stuff planned. We're going kayaking with the Favishes. We're going to Cleveland for a doctor's appointment and hitting the Crafty U. We want to see some friends and do fun stuff. So it's just going to be a very relaxing week at home and just these little trips interspersed throughout. So I'm very excited.
Yay.
That's
awesome.
Yes. So let's talk about haul and stitchy kindness, shall we? Moving on. Erin, what did you get this week?
Okay, so I had brunch with an old friend of mine. Her name's Julia. We went to Waffles Inc. I know you guys have been to that place. It was really good. I got the Eggs Benedict one, which is like essentially Eggs Benedict with a waffle, but then lump crab meat on top. You guys, yeah. I mean, it was so good. Still dreaming about it. But she gave me a belated birthday present, but one of them was a tea, so I thought I would show it. It's this vanilla tea, and it's decaf. It's a black decaf vanilla tea. Wow. And I'm drinking it right now, and it might as well be like a dessert. It's so good. And it's a Harney. I know a lot of people out there like the Harney. And
I love Harneys. They're the ones that make my cinnamon tea.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's almost time to start drinking that. It's probably time to start drinking that. But this is so good.
Cinnamon tea.
So yummy. My next thing that came in is my Athena shirt came in. So I'll show you. It's for the Black Needle Society, the box, the Stars Hollow, Fallen Stars Hollow. So it says Oi with the cross stitch already, which is from the show. If you watch Gilmore Girls, it's an Oi with the poodles is a thing in the show. If you ever were to meet the characters, that's like the thing you would say to them. So I'm very excited about that. And that's Stitching Goddess Designs. Athena is amazing and so talented, and she has a ton of cross-stitching related t-shirts and sweatshirts. So if you are not following her on Facebook or on Instagram, you are missing out, and I would highly recommend that you join that because she's great. And this was not, it was super cheap, and it came really fast, and she's amazing. So
yeah. Could there seriously be a more creative group than Athena and Katie and Laura? Like, I swear to God, like the shit that they do is just, it blows my mind.
The designs she comes up with are just crazy. I'm not going to show the stuff that I got for my box, but I did do the unboxing, and then this bag was one of the things that came in it, so I thought I would show that because it's one of my favorite things out of it. This bag is huge, too.
That is a big bag.
We got all these button pulls with it, which is like from the show, too. It's the Scorpio, give the woman coffee and she'll go away thing. Anyways, I'm really excited. So I have the project kitted up in here.
Guys, go check out Erin's unboxing video if you haven't. It is linked. It is posted, in our channel list of videos that you can go and watch. So please go and watch that unboxing. Erin is the queen of unboxing videos. She does such a
I buy too many of them.
So go watch it. Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of good stuff in that box. So then the last thing I got is from Fire Poppies. I used my gift certificate from Stacy. Thank you again, Stacy. And I got this fabric. Can you see it? I feel like the light is not doing it. There we go. It's a 28 count linen. And my plan is to do this bad boy on it.
Yes.
Some to spare.
With some to spare, which makes me super excited because there's a lot of good Halloween stuff out right now.
Oh yeah.
This is not a huge piece. It's an eighth, but.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but those little monthly ones are so tiny.
You're absolutely right. Yeah. The thing that I kept running into trouble with is that I started doing them on 28 count, so I felt like I needed to do all of them on 28 count to keep them the same size. So
Yeah, I get that.
And then I got all the fancy floss for my Stars Hollow Stitch Along. So that's the other thing I used it for.
Awesome. Well, that's a good thing to spend your money on at Fire Poppies, for sure.
I thought so. Man, you could go crazy at Fire Poppies, am I right? She has some good stuff.
I don't go anywhere. I don't go to any cross stitch store and have a problem spending money.
It's when you only have this much to spend, you're like, oh no, like now I have to narrow it down and it's so hard.
And the best thing is going, like when we go to the Crafty U or when we went to Keepsakes, like budget? What's a budget? I don't know what that is.
Whatever you think your budget is, you might as well just double it right off the bat. Because let's be serious, you're not just going to stick to it.
Just when I saw the wall of sulkies and I was just like, yeah, I need all of these.
Yes, we should get these.
Yeah, get these plus everything else we've already picked out, no problem. What else did you get, Erin?
That's it. That's it for me. That's
All right.
enough.
Nice haul.
Thank you.
Jody, what'd you get this week?
So I got some stitchy kindness, but I also bought some patterns because I need more patterns.
Yeah, you do.
So modern folk embroidery, okay. I do not have a very deep knowledge of who he is or what he does or.
You know my family sampler, the one I'm doing in all blue?
Yes. Okay, so that's my thought of it. And I always look at Catherine Paper Crane. I always look at hers because she's doing the Sal. And it's like the most gorgeous thing I've ever seen in my life. But we've had this conversation before. I can't do big things anymore. Like, I just don't have it in me right now. Like, maybe in the future I'll go back to big projects. But right now I'm like very much feeling like smaller, more accomplishable patterns. Mm-hmm. Well, I was perusing and I go, so modern folk embroidery is not something that I would typically go and like shop on. Like I wouldn't even think to look there because my thought about them is that it's all big things. So I don't even know how I ended up on the website, but I did. And news to me, they have like a bunch of like smaller, adorable, really cute patterns. So I bought 3 of them.
Oh.
So this is one.
Oh, cute.
So my monochromatic heart couldn't help it. The other one. Here's the other thing too about what I like about these. So this one's called Mr. Bones in the Garden.
Shut up.
That's cute.
Okay, so here's the description. It says, "Greetings, dear friend. This is Mr. Bones. He's pleased to meet you and would like to know that he'd like you to know that his hobbies include gardening. While doing so, he likes to contemplate the brevity of life. And though he's kept up on his daily skin routine, he remains looking dapper and chooses to wear a top hat daily."
I love it. Do they all have a story?
Like, as if I didn't love him just looking at this, now I love him even more because of the description.
So cute.
I bought a third one, but I started it, so I'll show you that when we get to whips. So the modern folk embroidery. I know. There's another one that Park Hopper Bart's working on. It's bigger, but it's also like a
I hope you all keep a pen and paper next to
mystery.
Listen, if you don't watch this channel and if you don't watch our videos and have a piece of paper and a pen handy, like I can't help you. You guys gotta be quick. You gotta write this shit down.
Not all big tapestry type things that I will never do. Although gorgeous, I just don't have it in me.
Yeah, but those are so nice because they can all be you can do whatever color you want. You can do them monochromatic. You can use your sulkies. You can use diamond. You can use
anything. Any fabric, anything.
I get that you can do that with any pattern, but it is nice when they're not charted to be anything specific.
Correct.
It was the same thing with the family sampler that I started last year. That was 2021. And you can literally do whatever you want. And people were coming up with crazy color combos. I was doing mine all monochromatic, and it makes it look so unique and beautiful. And I love that. I love how he yeah, he designs it so that your artistic side can come out and you can really create whatever you'd like.
I mean, I was perusing forever. There's a couple free charts on there. I think there's 3 free charts on there that are awesome. So, and I'll show you my third one when we talk about whips, but very excited about that. Anyway, so the wedding that we went to, when we saw them on Thursday, they were like, "Oh, we bought something for you," and I was like, "Why? Why buy me something?"
I'm not getting married.
I bought something for you. They were out at this antique shop a couple weeks ago, and they saw this and they were like, "Oh, Jody would love this. This is awesome." So they bought it for me, and it's the coolest thing ever. So it is an antique sewing box. This has to be 100 years old. Okay, I'm serious. It's old. And it is pure dye Champion silk for hand sewing. Okay. So inside, Champion, that's the part of that logo is the C. Hello. Anyway, inside is a roll of this brown silk. I've never worked with silks before, and I don't know if the silks that we typically would stitch with are like this, but it is silky. It is very shiny and slippery almost. So it says Anchor Silk Company, machine silk, pure dye. And this has to be, like I said, 100 years old. And it's just the coolest thing. It's on this wooden spool, and there's wax paper inside that's disintegrating. But anyways, I used it on something really special. So when we get to finishes, I'll show you what I used it on. But I just thought it was the coolest thing. They saw it, they thought of me, they bought it for me, and then I used it. And what I used it on, I'm going to give it to them. So I'll show you that when we get there.
So I'm looking on.
I was doing the same thing. I'm looking it up.
Yep. Can you show the front of the box again, Jody? I want to see it one more time.
Champion silk for hand sewing.
It's still a company, or at least you can still buy that.
Oh,
yeah, you can still buy
Abroad Brothers.
Abroad Brothers silk thread. The chandelier. Let me see.
One of their other things, a different type, I just saw on eBay for $98.
That's okay. So that's a 12-ounce. What is that? Pure dye buttonhole.
Buttonhole twist. I mean, that's not what your box says, but still, that's crazy.
All this is making me want to do, you guys, I've been dying to go to an antique store and look for cross stitch stuff, and this is not helping. Now I want to go so much more. I just want to go deep dive some antique stores for cross stitch stuff.
This box is just the coolest thing, and then there's this spool of thread in there, and I was like, I'm excited to show you what I used it on, but that, I mean, it's the coolest thing. So
that's so cool. What a thoughtful thing for someone to pick up for you.
Yeah, that's super sweet. 100%.
Yeah.
It seems to be a company that started, it looks like in the 1800s. So this was just looking really quick back in Connecticut. And then, so it was brothers, and they owned a bunch of silk companies, and they renamed it the Champion Silk Company. And it was 2 brothers, Christian and Frederick. and then they had a third brother, Philip, and then they bought a silk mill in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. So long history, like with this company, but you can still buy it, but it's very rare and it's almost impossible to find, it says. The original stuff. Yeah.
Crazy.
Not the stuff that they sell at like Walmart and Michael's and all that stuff. Because that company was purchased, I guess, and it's still available, but not the original stuff. So Jody, you might have a real rare find on your hand.
Yeah.
It's awesome. And like when I say it's silky, like it is freaking silky. Like it's like soft, like silk.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
It's very
Not
cool.
easy to stitch with. It was actually very difficult to stitch with.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like hair. Like it's like it doesn't give. Like it's I don't know how to explain it, but it was special. I persevered because I really wanted to use it, and so I love it. I just think it's the coolest thing.
That is cool. That is very cool. Do you have anything else, Jen?
Nope, that's it.
All right.
That's very cool.
What'd you get or buy this week?
Just quickly, I picked up some of my stuff from Jody that we've shown before, like the sweet tote bag,
Oh yeah.
the little house for scissors, so cute, and then my little gift from Jody's mom with the little pouch and the goodies inside. That was very thrilling. Thank you, thank you. And then I remembered when Jody said she bought patterns, I bought a couple of patterns this week.
Oh.
I know. Okay, both are trellis and time patterns, which you can find on Etsy. I'm pretty sure, and I feel like I'm like second guessing myself saying this, but it's the designer's name on Etsy. Her name is Sose, Sosae Caetano, Caetano, and it's trellis and time is what's on all of her charts. So you could like search that. But this one is fresh picked apples.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
That's
So cute. And then pumpkin patch.
Aww.
A little bird.
That's cute.
And they're like really teeny tiny. They're like 3.5 inches square on 14 count. So small. But
Tiny.
it will take me 6 years to stitch them, but I'm excited to do it at some point.
Yay.
Yay! Good times.
Awesome. Okay, I had a couple things this week. Oh yes, I did buy something. Never mind. All right, anyway, first things first, Jason hung up some new shelves for me in my craft room. So I got these floating bookshelves from Lowe's, and he hung up 2 of them. So
Awesome.
Love it.
it's too hard for me to do this. But anyway, yeah, I was excited because after I had posted my thing on Instagram showing my craft room, I realized that this looked hella messy. Okay, so I needed to get some shit off the desk. Plus, it's difficult when I do use the sewing machine, which is right here, that I don't have a lot of room. So I needed to be able to like move everything. So now I have like my little pillowy finishes on my shelves. So thanks, Jay. I appreciate him hanging all of that stuff up for me. All right. Then from our friend Heather North, she sent us this beautiful little card that she makes. Look how cute that card is. She made that.
Oh,
Really beautiful. I didn't realize she had made that.
super cute.
Yeah, so she's Heather's Creative Blessings, and you can find her at heatherscreativeblessings.com. But she made us this cute little card sending love from Seattle, and she wrote us a cute little note. And then she sent us some things that are Seattle related. So let me see here what the letter says.
I want to go to Seattle.
Local honey sticks. So she sent us, so each of us will get one of these cool honey sticks.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she also sent us some Seattle chocolate. And it literally it says Seattle chocolate on it. So she sent us a couple of those. And then she also sent us some honey tea. It's a lavender lemonade. So comes in a little box with these on the top, and it's super sweet. So I'm excited to give this a try. One day when the girls come over for coffee, we can give this a shot because I think, it's like a giant tea bag in there. Okay, well, I guess that's the next time you guys come over for coffee. All right. So anyway, thank you, Heather. We really appreciate that. That was super sweet.
Oh, sweet.
All right. Then from my sweet Zan, she's so funny. She sent me I finally got my office project bag that she had sent me. And I did finish the project after I received the bag. So I did have one day that I got to put the project in the bag. So here it is.
Oh my God, it's so good, Zan.
Look at this little handle, the cutest little fabric. I just love everything about it. She nailed it.
Oh my God.
Great.
She also sent me this cute little coffee needle minder because she knows me so.
That's sweet.
And I love you. Thank you so much. This seriously made my day. I absolutely love it. New favorite project bag, people.
So cute.
Handles on project bags. They are the best.
Totally.
It makes sense.
I agree. All right. Then, oh my God, this. Then from our friend Stacy. So if you don't know this, Stacy C Stitches on Instagram, she is selling her iPad stands. I know that she had sent one to Erica a while ago, and she got her husband to, her and her husband are designing these iPad or pattern stands. She also is making floss winders, and like thread cutters. Did you watch that video that she had on Instagram? If you haven't watched it, go and watch it. But she describes how she uses this, like if you take a skein of floss and you use this like floss thing that she makes out of wood, it cuts a perfect 18-inch length.
Oh.
Like, cutting it, whatever. It's amazing. I was like, blew my mind. But anyway, I bought a stand from her and I did do the custom engraving and I sent her our Steel City Stitchers logo. And you guys, it's perfect.
I just ordered one.
It's so good.
Oh, okay, there you can see it. It's the SCS and it's little X's, so it looks like it's cross-stitched with our hoop. Look at this font. Look at this stand. Guys, obsessed. A little needle or a little magnet thing here so you can put your needles on it. Holes so that you can stick your cords and stuff in it. There's a little divot so that you can put like a pen or your little stylus on here. Stacy, they're amazing. They're so well made. And guys, they are like super cheap. So with the custom engraving and everything, it's like in shipping, it's like less than $50. Go buy one. Go check her out. Go get one of these.
Awesome.
So that's gorgeous.
Did you order the logo, Joan? Okay.
I messaged her and I was like, because after I saw yours, like I knew you were getting one, but I didn't know what you were getting on it. And then when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna need one of those. So I messaged her and I was like, hey, can I get one of those? And she was like, yeah, do you want to do the same as Kristen? And I was like, yep.
Yeah. Perfection. Oh my God. I opened it and I was like, my jaw was like, oh my God. So like she sent me a picture of what it was going to look like, but I had no idea that that's what it was going to be. So please go and check Stacy out. We will link her below. Give her all of the love. Support a small business. She's a fellow stitcher and she is the sweetest soul on the planet. So love you, Stace. Thank you. And congrats on this new business venture of yours. All right, that is, I have piles here. That's all I bought. That's all I got. All right, so let's talk about finishes, shall we? Erin, you are first.
I had one start and finish. So it's from the Luminous Fiber Arts Misty pattern.
Yep.
They're all so cute, but I went for this guy.
I love it.
That's great.
Yes.
I'm so excited. Look at the little ghost peeking in. The only thing is, I didn't realize that this fabric, I'm pretty sure it was 36 count, not even 32. And I was trying to use like, because I had 36 written down, and it's Jody dyed this last year. It was tiny. It's tiny for me, I'll say. It was, you know, when you do a cat like that, you think, oh, that's not going to take me very long because you see the size, but it was taking me forever. And then I was like, oh, this cannot possibly be 32 count.
Maybe it's not, because that color looks like something I would have in my stash.
I love this so much.
Looks great.
Thank you. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but it's done. I'm stitching all of Halloween just to stitch it right now.
Make it into like an ornament or something, or like a little pillowy thing.
I would love to make it into something similar that they did. Like, I love the bow. I love everything about that cute idea. So
yeah,
that's the game plan right now. I just have to find that in my stash.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Is that all you're finished for the week?
That's it.
All right. Jody, do you have any finishes this week?
I have two, but I kind of have three because I finished my Stay Bumble pattern, and Kristen.
That's part of my finishes for the week.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You already showed the fit. You already got to show the finished stitching. You let me show the finished pillow.
Can we show it twice? I just want to look at it.
I will show it when we get.
Can we show
Don't take this away from me, she says.
Yeah, don't take this away from me. No, you don't get to show it.
Show it. That's fine. But I can't wait to like get it in my hands. Like I am so excited about it. Anyways, thank you. When we get there, thank you. Honestly, I am blown away what you did with this pillow. So, anyways, more to come on that. I finished my house pattern that I was working on last week, and it is my mortgage pun to go on my desk.
So cute.
I love it so much.
It's gonna go like my job is not like a funny job at all, and there's very little humor in my day. So this will go up on my desk, and I'm excited about it. So I did that. And then the brown silk that I was talking about, I decided to do a stitch people for the wedding couple. So I finished them, and her hair is the brown silk.
Oh, it's so cute.
She's so special. So, yeah, I haven't done one of these in a long time, and it's so funny. Like when they first started becoming popular, I remember where I was. I was on a work trip, and I was in Atlanta, and I was in my hotel room, and I was talking to Kristen on the phone, and we were debating if we should get the Stitch People 1 or the Stitch People 2, like the first edition or the second edition. And then we were like, well, should we do the digital? Should we do the book? Like, we had this whole conversation about it, and we were so pumped about it. And we were like, everybody's going to get one of these as a gift because they are super fun to do. I did this all last night. Like, I did the whole finish. They're tiny. And you can get, like, very detailed. Like, I've done some with, like, realistic hair. And they're fun to, like, customize. And so I didn't have any pictures from the wedding, obviously. It, like, just happened. So I was, like, going through my phone, and I was, like, going on their Instagrams and trying to find pictures that, like, anybody took, just to like do the best I could. So I was able to get like his tie is the same as Michael's tie. But it like had flowers, so I was able to kind of like get the different colors in there. And I think I did French knots on the bouquet, which I'm kind of proud of myself.
Really
for.
pretty close.
But this is on mushroom Lugana. Kristen, everything you've ever said about mushroom Lugana, 100% correct. Why is it so amazing to stitch on? I don't get it.
I don't either, but it is, and it's amazing, and it doesn't wrinkle, and it's like
butter. Like it's incredible to stitch on, and I'm excited because I have like a lot left over, so I'll be able to use a lot more of it. So I'm gonna put their name down on the bottom, and then I got their backdrop for their wedding was like this like exposed brick wall, so I ordered brick fabric from Sunflower. Is it Sunflower? Is that the website, Erica?
Sunflower.
Spoonflower.
Spoonflower.
Spoonflower. So I ordered like a little piece of brick fabric, and I'm gonna mount it on that. So
yeah,
I think that'll be cute. So
yeah.
Anyways, I was excited about that. So yeah,
that's adorable.
I love that. I did that for my cousin when she got married, and for my neighbors one year for Christmas. Like I did it like a little thing with them and their dog. And then when my cousin got married, I did her and her husband and their little dog. And it's just, you like you said, it's just like a great gift. It's so personalized, and it's like, it's something that you made, something that they can like put on their Christmas tree or like put on a mantle or a bookshelf or whatever. It's just super cute. So nice job.
It's fun. I did one for my neighbor, and their dog is like a poodle mix thing, and like he's like super curly, and he was all French knots, and I was like so irritated with it.
Yeah.
French knots. But it's so weird. Like if someone stitched, like that looks exactly like them, which is weird. Like if someone stitched me that like looked, do you know what I mean? Like I think it's cool. Like I would love to get that.
Yeah, 100%. Mm-hmm. All right, Erica, did you have any finishes this week?
What?
No, I already.
Yay! I have one finish, the one you've all been waiting for. I finished Waves Galore by the Frosted Pumpkin, and here it is.
Yay, Erica, good job. It's so good.
Thank you. I'm excited. It turned out very nicely.
Looks great.
See. Hold, please.
Yeah, that sounds like a perfect choice for that.
Okay. I could have gotten out of my chair probably, but I didn't. Anyway, I got this fabric online just from Joanne, and I thought maybe that it would be really cute to finish with it. Like a...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
What are you going to do? Are you going to make like a little pillow?
I'm not sure yet, but I like was just kind of browsing around, and I saw it on Joanne's app. I'm like, yes, that'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
And even if it's not, it's real cute, like these little flamingos just enjoying the beach, right? So
cute.
I love that so much. I love it. Yep.
So I want to maybe do something with that because that could be just fun and silly. So
yeah.
Yay, that's my finish.
Yay.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, well, let me show Jody's first. So, BTW, I saved your bag.
Oh,
Yes,
I have one because I got two because I got one with the pattern and one with the.
Can I tell you how many of these bags I have in my possession? 955.
Because you can't throw it away because you're like, oh, it's so cute. I'll use it for something.
You're never
going to use it.
You never use them.
It's just like that black banana that's sitting on your counter. You're never going to make banana bread. Throw it away.
Nope, you know what I do? I take it, I peel it, and I put it in the bag, in the freezer with all the other bananas that I didn't eat for the eventual time that I will like get them out and thaw them and make banana bread, and it's never gonna happen. So I have good intentions. Okay, so anyway, Jody finished the work hard, stay bumble pattern, gave it to me. I take a long time to finish things, as we all know, but I had to get this one finished for Jode for this video today. So it kind of gives you an idea of how to finish it. So it really wasn't a stretch for me to like think of how I was going to finish it. But here it is.
So good.
I love it.
You can move this, Jode, if you don't like where this little bee's positioned. This is just like on there.
It's
But yeah, it came with like this cute little finishing fabric and this Lady Dot Create Rick Rack. So I put that on there, and then it's just finished in the back like this. And then it comes with this little pin. So I just stuck it in there. And then Zan gave us all these cute little bee sunflowery little charm things when we were at StitchCon. So we put the little bee on there. So there you go, Jed.
It's adorable.
love it so much.
I'm sorry it took me so long to finish it,
It
but
really didn't.
it's okay. Listen, I've been enjoying having it in my in my collection for right now.
Kristen, you nailed that one. It's really good.
Thank you. I love making little pillows like this. They're super fun. I just like doing it. So thanks for trusting me to finish this little pillow for you.
Well, I couldn't have done it, so.
Well, it would have been done, but it would have been done with glue, and it just would not have been. It would not have been great. So thank you for letting me sew it for you.
Thanks for doing it.
All right, then I finally finished the office pattern.
Yay!
You guys, are you ready?
Oh my God. So good,
Oh.
Kristen.
It is done. And you guys have been so sweet about this pattern. There have been so many people that are like, it's purchased, kitted, getting ready to stitch it. I can't believe how many people want to stitch it up, but I promise you, you will not be disappointed once you start working on it. So it's done.
So good.
Start to finish, baby. I didn't work on anything else except this project. So, but I am glad that I'm done with it because I moved on to something else. And I'm in the process of finding a frame for it, which it is a weird size. And it's like 13 by 13 round, so you can't put it in a 12 by 12 frame.
Right.
So it's awkward. So I'm actually going to be custom ordering a 14 by, the inside is 13 by 13. I think I can get it to be in a 15 3/4 by 15 3/4 frame. It's a custom frame. And Jay picked it out, and he wants a green one. Or a blue one. I'm sorry. It's like a periwinkle blue frame.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So once I get that, then I'll get it framed and it'll go in his office. And he's super excited about it. So I'm just glad I'm done. But this was all on Mushroom Lugana. So Joan, imagine stitching this whole thing.
Like, it's so good. I don't know why, but it's so good.
It's so good. So anyway, glad to be done with that.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was a big finish for me. Probably the biggest project that I will work on for the rest of the year. I'm not going to lie. I'm ready to work on like small things and get some whips done. So I don't want to do anything big for the rest of the year. I say that, and then I'm going to get the fall edition of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher magazine. It's going to have something. I'm just like, never mind, I lied.
I want to do all of them.
Which it is coming out soon. So if you haven't gotten a subscription to Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher, you still have time so that you can get on the list for the fall subscription for the fall magazine that's coming out. I can't wait. I've already seen there's like a awesome Barbara Anna that's on the cover. It's just going to be amazing. So
Exciting.
very much recommend if you're going to do it, please do it. All right. Let's talk about whips, shall we? Erin, you are first.
All right. My first one is Hello Sunshine by Caterpillar. I put some more work into this bad boy. I finished the dragonfly.
Oh.
I only have orange left to do for that to be done.
Oh, wonderful.
So that's how I do it. I go by colors, especially if I'm using Ada. I'm like, let me just do all of this color and I'll count and whatever. So I love it. That dragonfly, it's so cute.
I love that. So then you'll be caught up for that release.
Yes.
And you'll have really like 2.5 more weeks until the next part comes out. 3 weeks?
Yeah. Yeah, the end of the month. So that'll be a busy time for me personally. So I'm going to probably not be caught up on the 4th one, but we'll see.
It's all right. You've stayed caught up so far.
Then, I want to save this one for last. So my next one is my gobble couple. So people were asking, I tried to respond where I could, but in case you don't know the gobble couples, I mean, we're pretty big gobble couple fans. That's what they'll look like.
Mm-hmm.
And the designer is RETM. And they can be hard to find, but I know Pumpkin Creek Primitive on Etsy can get all of them.
Yes.
They are not on Cobweb Corners, but she does have other very cute designs by RETM, so I would go check those out on Cobweb Corner because RETM does no wrong in my book. Everything's design.
Send Bobby at Pumpkin Creek. You can send a message to her on Etsy, and she will literally find any of those for you.
She can get you anything. She's magical.
Yep.
And she knows that I love them, so she like already has them ordered for me when they come out. So that's how far I got on him.
Oh, Erin.
Oh, that color.
Wow.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Are we turning those ones into pillows, or what are we doing?
Yes. So then I will, so pillowcases, and then every holiday or whatever, I can switch them out.
That's such a cute idea.
I'm really excited.
Yeah.
And my mom is not going to steal that. I'm going to keep that.
You need to keep
Right on.
I love those gobble couples. Okay, you guys, this one, I don't know why people are sleeping on this pattern. I don't know why I'm not seeing it all over Instagram, especially with how fall everybody's feeling. But it's the Pedal Pushers, Witches Make Stitches. Highly recommend. You can get this one on Cobweb Corner because our girl Carla is the one that gave this to me. Look at how cute it's coming out.
Oh, I love that.
That fire looks so good, doesn't it? I wanted to stitch that first because I was like, it feels cozy to stitch it.
I love it. I love it.
So cute. So that's what it will eventually look like.
Wow.
That's
That's nice.
What's that?
You've done a lot.
This guy was a lot because it's like full, and it's a lot of fancy floss, so you have to do like the full X's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
It looks
worth
great.
it because look at the fancy floss of these little. I don't know how well. Oh, there we go. Inside of here, you only get that variegation from the fancy floss.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
So highly recommend getting the floss that goes with it, but it's a pretty extensive list.
Yeah. That's quite a few colors for a
Worth
small
it.
pattern like
Worth
that.
it. This is a great pattern. I hope to see more people out there stitching it and giving Pedal Pusher some love for it because I think it was nailed. I think it's a great pattern.
They had that finished at StitchCon.
Ooh, that's right. Yes.
And it looked amazing stitched up, like in person. So
So good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about that one.
very nice, Erin. Good progress this week.
Thank you.
Jody, this is always a secret. See, you guys, we talk outside of filming, obviously, and we keep each other pretty in the loop on what we're doing, like what we're stitching. We always like ask one another's opinions, and it's fun just to be able to have, obviously, your girlfriends that you talk to all the time anyway, but they understand the stitching stuff. Jody keeps it pretty close.
Here's why.
She doesn't share a lot with us on
I'll
this.
tell you why. Like, for example, I just put this one down in my bag. I'm like, I'm not even going to show it. I'll never finish it. I'll never do anything with it. So, like, why about it? Why even bring it up? I started like 3 other things. I started something on 32 count, 2 words. Fuck that.
Oh,
30 count can suck it. I hate it.
girl, preach it. Preach it.
I love
I
30.
hate it.
I hate it. Like, I'd rather on 36. Like, I have a bunch of stuff that I've stitched on 36. Fine. There's something about 32. It needs to just go away. Like,
To my house.
color of fabric that I had laying around, and I was like, oh, I'm going to do something on here. I'm going to be so cool. No, it's in the trash. So anyways, I bought this a long time ago. It's a monochromatic, shocking. It's by Screaming Heart Design. So there's 4 of them on here in different colors, but I'll zoom in on one just to give you an idea.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
I remember that.
Okay, so I started it. I didn't get very far. It's intense, but I love it. And I'm doing it. That's kind of hard to see with the light, but on like
Wow.
blue with like a bright electric orange.
Love that. Is
Ah.
that sulky?
What's that?
Crazy.
Sulky?
Yeah.
Of
That's
course.
beautiful.
So this is 11.8 sulky 1184, whatever that means. I'm not privy on the numbers in yet, but there it is. And I had this like navy blue, kind of like blue jean fabric laying around. So I just kind of picked a color I thought would like really pop on it. And I am very excited about it. It's intense because it's like a lot of directional changes. I'm not marking it off religiously, like every line, I'll lose my spot. But I think that's just kind of how it is, like in the middle, like this kind of checkered-ish area.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I think once I get out of that spot, the skulls will be easier. But it's not hard, like it's fun. So I think I will hopefully stick with that. Because I'm loving the colors.
I love the orange.
The sulky, I'm not stitched on anything. I've stitched with anything but sulkies for a while. In fact, I was talking to our friend Lori, and she is kind of in the same boat where she's like, I will only use fancy floss and sulkies anymore. Like, it's hard to, here's the thing, like, I don't have to separate floss. And I think that that's one of the things that I love the most about it is I'm not spending time separating and then like wasting a bunch of floss because I use 3 strands typically with DMC. And then like if I separate a piece and I don't use the other piece, like I'm not going back and winding it back on you're putting it back anymore. Like it's going in the trash.
Yeah.
Like it's wasteful. And I don't know. There's something about the sulkies. I can't get enough of them. It's all I want to use all the time. End of story.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that one because they are pretty freaking amazing.
All right. And then the other thing I started, aside from the one that I'm not going to show you guys because I'll never finish it, is the Cranky Owl by Modern Folk Embroidery.
Oh, I love him.
Look how pissed off he looks. I love it.
He's so cute.
So the description on this one, it says, don't tell this feathered creature he's ratty or like a bear. Though he might be on the cantankerous side of the mood spectrum, his heart is in the right place and he's sure to protect your dwelling from any evil spirits being foolish enough to try and enter. So he's like a protector owl.
I love him.
So I started him tonight. Yeah. My lighting is really.
Oh, Joe.
Wow.
Little face. That's where I would have started too.
Isn't he so mad? I love it.
I love that.
That looks amazing, Jode.
So,
You just started that tonight? You made so much progress. You just started
Yeah.
that tonight.
The kids were, we had a busy weekend with the kids because the wedding was on Friday, so we had like the full weekend. We did the safari on yesterday. They went skateboarding. Like they've had a busy couple days. So they were like very chill tonight. They were all kind of like doing their own thing. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna sit here and stitch while no one's fighting. But this fabric I dyed the other day because I was rage quitting my 32 count, and I was like, you know what, I don't want to stitch right now. I'm gonna go dye some fabric. So I dyed some gray fabric, which I haven't stitched on gray in a long time. Usually I'm, doing something on some bright color. So I just picked a color that I thought would like stick out on it, and that's what I'm doing the owl in. So I think because the owl and the Mr. Bones in the garden are the same size and the same sort of, feel, I think I might do them on the same fabric, but different
Yeah, different colors.
Oh,
I also thought maybe Mr. Bones on here with purple floss.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I love that.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's real Halloweeny.
That's
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. And then maybe I'll just finish them the same because I feel like they're like the same. They're not like a series, but I feel like they kind of belong together. So
I like that idea.
Yeah. So that's it. That's all. That's not all I worked on, but that's all I worked on that I'm willing to show.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, guys, go write down Modern Folk Embroidery and go buy some patterns. I know that's where I'll be heading after we get done filming tonight. Great. Very nice show.
Thank you.
Erica, what are you working on?
Well, I was very indecisive after I finished my Waves Galore piece the other day. So I've stitched on 3 different projects since that time. The first one, I worked a little bit on Ye Old Strawberry Cow by the Tiny Modernist. Got more of the cow's body done.
That's cute. His body does take a while, but I feel like when you're done with the cow, then it starts flying.
Yeah.
That's sort of what I was telling myself. Like, just get the cow done. Just get the cow done. But I was, distracted by other things, so I put it away. Then I worked a tiny, tiny bit on Greetings from the Beach by the Frosted Pumpkin. I started in June. I just finished up that little yellow and red beach house there.
Those houses are cute.
They're very cute.
And I think I made this little cloud here, which for some reason I rarely stitch a cloud as charted, like unintentionally miscount clouds. I don't know why. And I get to the end of the cloud, I'm like, that's not what that's supposed to look like at all. Okay.
I thought you were meaning you would change the shape on purpose, you
Not at all.
You've used a stitch how it's charted, and I'm like, that's an odd thing to be very.
Clouds have to be creative.
I want to stitch it as charted, but I never can. I don't know why. It's so weird.
That makes more sense.
Clouds would be your Achilles heel.
It's crazy. Oh my gosh. And then my third piece that I've been working on for a few days now is Midnight Way by the Frosted Pumpkin. I'm almost done with this middle chunk here. And there's little Hilda.
Little Hilda. I love that pink color.
I love lamp posts. That's my favorite.
Yes. I don't know if you can tell on camera, but the lamppost is done in the étoile black. So they called for a little bit of mix of that and regular 310, so it kind of adds some sparkle to it. But it's a little partner piece to Mysterious Halloween Town, which I also have in my whip pile, and they're both the little village. They're very cute, so I'm gonna keep working on this for the next at least few days, maybe. we'll see. Tomorrow I'll wake up and stitch something totally different.
Yeah, I love it.
Thank you.
Great. Well, Erica working on Halloween. I'm also working on Halloween. Erin is working on Halloween. Jody always works on Halloween, it seems like. So I said to the girls the other night, though, I said, I feel like from now until Christmas stitching happens, it's all fall and Halloween. Like I'm off the summer stitching. I'm ready for fall stitching. I don't know. Everything is just calling to me right now. So after I finished the office piece, I said, that was like a start to finish type of piece. I need to go back and look at some of my Halloween whips that I have. I want to get some of those done and out of the way. So the one that I picked to work on, it's like this pattern is evidently kind of hard to find right now. So funny story, I needed the floss list because I was missing some flosses. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I went to Joann's, forgot the list. So I messaged the girls and I was like, can somebody just look it up for me and send me the list of flosses? So it's hard to find though the pattern to purchase, but it's Plum Street. This is an old pattern. It's called Garden of Erie by Plum Street. And it's from 2009. So I think that's why it is so hard to find. It's still on the old style pattern too. Plum Street obviously doesn't do it like that anymore. But it is the Garden of Eden, but it's the Garden of Erie, so it's Frankenstein and Frankenstein's Bride, and it's Halloween related. So when I first picked this back up after finishing the office piece, which I actually finished, I don't know, it must have been early in the week last week. I picked this up. I had the center tree, Frankenstein, and some of the bottom border done. I have been stitching full on this piece.
Oh my God. It's so good.
I love it so much.
I literally just have to finish this cloud. And then there's one little apple down here. So that's all I have to finish. And
You just have to fill in the cloud? Is that what the finishing is?
Yeah, I have to finish stitching the top of it and then fill it in.
I sort of love it like that though. I don't know why. It's kind of spooky.
Well, the problem is that if you can't tell, I'm very close to the edge of the fabric. And when I was stitching this cloud, I couldn't get my needle that, up there to finish it because of the Q-snap. So I thought, you know what, screw it. I'm going to finish everything else and then I'll come back to the cloud because I'll probably have to stitch it in hand. But I do think that I can get it so it's just just tight enough that I can get the top of it done.
Where did you?
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you get your fabric?
This is 40 count ancient by Picture This Plus, and this is the size of the piece that I bought, and I bought it from the Crafty U. So I actually had Jeanette cut it for me. I don't think it wasn't Jeanette, it was one of her employees, but I think I picked it out when I was there. I found the piece of fabric and I had her cut it for me.
So good.
It's my stupid mistake for not moving this down more. I don't know why. I have a needle minder here that's holding this together. I just think this is funny because I usually don't do this. But why do I have so much left down here? And it's so close to the top. I don't understand that. How did I screw that up? But anyway, I'm not going to be putting the words in at the bottom. I don't think it's necessary. So
What did you say?
it says this work wrought by me, P. Stewart, 2009. I'm not going to put that in. I think it's fine just how it is.
I agree.
Agreed.
I feel like I can have this done in the next day or so and then move on to something else. And it will be Halloween related. So after we get done filming tonight, before I go downstairs, I'm going to go through my whip drawer and see what other Halloween/fall pieces I have that I feel like I want to work on. But I love working on 40 count. The office piece was on 28. So going from 28 to 40, it is nice to use one.
That's a huge difference.
One strand of floss, and it goes so fast, and you really don't have to worry about how your stitches lay. And I just think it's tiny and perfect. I love it. So anyway, that's what I worked on this week.
Yay.
And next week, it's all about the cross stitch, baby. It's all about the cross stitch. That week off of school, I don't want to do anything but stitch.
It's gonna be
All
awesome.
right.
Start on Saturday.
Oh, totally forgot about that. So Jody and I are going to be going to a stitch retreat. It's a stitch day in the Pittsburgh area. It's kind of like I don't want to say it's a private event, but it's not really like a cross stitchers event. It's an EGA type event, but cross stitchers show up, and there's like more cross stitchers than there are needle arts, needlework, whatever. So anyway, we'll be going to that on Saturday. So that will be a full day of stitching. I'm very, very excited about that. Very excited. Okay, so let's talk about giveaways, shall we? We had 2 giveaways last week. We had the August pattern. It's so stinking cute. And the winner of that one is Quilt Ma Sue Gooden.
Yes, Sue.
Congratulations, Sue. You've already been messaged. I responded to your comment from last week's video, so please email us to send us your mailing address. And then Erica, this is a ring giveaway because the first person didn't claim it. So this one is going to Ann DaCosta. So congratulations.
Yay.
Yeah.
That was out in your So Ann, please, I messaged you as well, so please make sure you email us and we will get that out to you. All right, so we kind of have a unique giveaway this week, and Jody's going to talk about it and the whole deal with that. This is her deal. So
All right.
what you got?
So I purchased a long time ago this Prairie Moon pattern,
Oh, that's cute.
and I love it so much. And I dyed fabric for it, and I kitted it up. And I haven't started it yet just because it was like not Halloween time, and I was like doing a bunch of other stuff. But in the time that I kitted it up and dyed the fabric and everything, I stopped using Ada and I stopped using DMC. I am going to be giving away the entire full kit.
Wow.
Jody, that's
So-
crazy.
There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 colors, which is cool because it should be like a pretty easy stitch. So I have all the floss, and then I hand dyed this piece of Ada for it.
And it's gorgeous.
Yes.
So you will get the fabric and the floss. You have to go and buy the pattern.
Yes.
Okay. They do not do PDF patterns. They only do paper copies. So if you want this and you want to do that, when I send this, I will send the information on where to get the pattern.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, it's Prairie Moon. And if you go on their website, you'll find it. But it's called, I think the pattern's called Merry Xmas. It must be.
Yeah, and y'all know Prairie Moon is a very hard to find. They're like impossible to find patterns. There was a period of time where like you couldn't buy them at all, and then they re-released a bunch of them, but you can only buy them as paper copies. They're amazing. Pam she did the one, it was like the bartender, it was like the vampire one. I can't remember what it was, but it was amazing. It looks so freaking cool.
Yeah, it's like anytime I've seen one of these stitched up, I like fall in love with them. So you have to purchase the pattern. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me you want to win this and then be surprised when you don't get the pattern. Because I'm still gonna stitch it. I'm just gonna do it with sulkies on 28 Lugana. Okay?
Worst scenario, you don't want to buy the pattern. You get a piece of Jody fabric, which
and floss.
With some floss.
Yeah.
All right. So if you want to do that, and I'll sell it with you. Like I have it kitted up, ready to go on my side. So if you win this and you want to do a Sal, we can certainly do that.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
That's worth it just in general.
Well, if you want to stitch this, say something about Prairie Moon.
I want to stitch the moon. I want to stitch the prairie moon. I want to, put prairie or moon somewhere in your comment. Don't say giveaway. Don't say win. You guys know the drill. Please be over the age of 18. It's open to international stitchers. We'll specify, I guess, if we're not going to do that. We haven't gotten to the point where it doesn't make financial sense for us to do that. So we'd like to keep it open to our international viewers. And so that's our giveaway for this week. So thank you, Jody, for your generosity.
Yeah, thanks, Jody. That's so cool.
You're welcome.
You want my pen? Okay. So what are our plans for this week? Erin, what are your plans for this week?
I actually already have it in order, what I'm going to do.
Cool.
I need to do my September, so I'm going to get that bad boy done.
So cute.
That's a big goal.
I like how.
What's that?
Is that Magnus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Magnus has just been hanging out. He's been doing that lately while we're filming. He jumps up here and just like sits.
He was just like staring into the camera, just like, hello.
He wants to be on film and he wants you to notice him. So you've given him exactly what he wants. I'm going to work on my Jordan Privé.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Totally. I'm going to finish my caterpillar, and then I really, really, really want to finish my mouse.
Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
Those are my goals for the week.
Those are good goals. I love all of those. Jody, plans for the week?
I would like to start my Mr. Bones and make some progress on the owl. I'm like really feeling those right now. So I'm probably going to work on those. I would like to hopefully FFO some things. I have some finishes laying around that I have not done that yet, which is not like me. I have my back I have to FFO. I have this Stitch People piece I need to FFO. So like I have some other kind of non-stitchy things, actual stitching things that I need to be doing. So hopefully I can do that this week.
Love it. Love it. Can't wait to see what you come up with. Erica, plans for the week?
I want to keep working on Midnight Way for now, and then I guess we'll just see where the stitchy wind takes me.
I like that. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
My plan is to finish Garden of Erie this week, and I will probably not be FFOing it anytime soon. And unless, I think that one might make a cute pillow, because the way I'm thinking with the fact that I'm so close to the edge, do a nice like fabric border around it, and then turn that in.
I think that would make an amazing pillow.
I think so too. I do like really, yeah, I think so too. So that might be in the works for this week. And then I'm going to, like I said, dig through the old whip pile and see what I can come up with. And if nothing strikes my fancy, I have some new Halloween patterns that I would love to start working on. So no shortage at any time of new patterns and stuff and new projects to work on. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to just do whatever. I don't really have any plans, any specific things. So whatever strikes me is what I'm going to work on. All right. So that is our video this week. Next week, friends, we will be filming on Sunday. You will not see the video on Thursday, so I'm going to tell you now. Invoices for the retreat in February will be sent out this coming Sunday, the 15th. So be on the lookout. Be checking your email on Sunday for a PayPal invoice. If you receive an invoice, that means that you have a spot that you need to pay for that invoice, and I will put you on the confirmed list and we'll go from there. If you do not receive an invoice, do not fear. There is always a chance that people will drop off or not pay their invoice, and we'll be sending out another round of invoices on September 1st, because that is the date that if you receive that initial invoice on the 15th, that you need to have that invoice paid or you will forfeit your spot. So Very excited about that. I hope that you guys are too. It seems far away, but it will be here before we know it. So very, very excited for this next stage and for everybody to know if they've gotten spot and just kind of like move forward with planning. So be on the lookout for that on Sunday. So we will be back next week with our regularly scheduled video. So until then, happy stitching, stay safe and stay healthy. We love you all and we'll see you then. Bye.